Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. Today, my group and I are going to present about the connections between teaching techniques and classroom management. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce about my groupmates and I. My name is Elveena Dev Tasha binti Dev Anand, and my groupmates are Fadhlin Syahirah, Nur Anis Afrina, and also Nurul Afrisya. There are a variety of teaching methods to be chosen from, for teacher-centered and also student-centered. But our group have decided to focus on direct instructions for teacher-centered and also student-led discussions for student-centered. First and foremost, I am going to be talking about the teacher-centered, which is direct instructions. This method is where the teacher is the primary source of information, and this method also involves three key elements. In this approach, the teacher stands at the front of the class and presents the information directly to the students. This ensures that all students receive the same material at the same time, hence providing a consistent learning experience. First and foremost, I'm going to be talking about the teacher-centered method, which is direct instruction. It is a teaching approach where the teacher is the primary source of knowledge, and this method revolves around three key elements. So firstly is, teachers present information in front of the class. In this approach, the teacher takes on the central role of delivering content. They stand at the front of the classroom and present information directly to the students. This can be done through lectures, presentations, or even demonstrations. The primary goal is to ensure that all students receive the same information simultaneously, hence providing a consistent and structured learning experience. This method is particularly useful for covering a large amount of material efficiently. Next is to directly show the steps and instructions to the students. Another crucial aspect of direct instruction is the explicit teaching of steps and instructions. The teacher not only explains concepts, but also demonstrates how to apply these concepts in practical scenarios. For instance, in a math lesson, the teacher might solve a problem step by step on the board. This clear approach helps students understand the process and reinforces learning. By showing the steps, students can follow along and replicate the process in their work. Thirdly, teachers need to be consulted by the students if there are any questions. This approach emphasizes the importance of teacher-student interaction for clarification and reinforcement. If students have questions or need further explanation, they are encouraged to consult the teacher directly. This one-on-one interaction ensures that any misunderstandings are addressed, allowing for immediate feedback and support. It helps create a supportive learning environment where students feel comfortable seeking help when needed. For student-centered method, we are going to be talking about student-led discussions. It is a teaching approach that emphasizes student engagement and peer-to-peer learning. This method revolves around three key elements. Students will get in groups to do a discussion. So in this approach, students are divided into small groups to discuss a given topic or question. This setup encourages collaboration and allows students to explore different perspectives. By working in groups, students can develop their communication and critical thinking skills as they engage in meaningful conversations with their peers. Secondly, answers will be discussed among the students. During the discussions, students are encouraged to share their ideas, debate different viewpoints, and work together to find answers or solutions. This peer-to-peer interaction helps deepen their understanding of the subject matter as they learn to articulate their thoughts and consider alternative perspectives. The process of discussing and defending their ideas promotes active learning and critical thinking. Thirdly, teacher will only participate if needed. In a student-led discussion, the teacher's role is primarily that of a facilitator. Teachers step in only when necessary to guide the discussion, provide clarification, or address any misconceptions. This approach empowers students to take ownership of their learning and fosters a sense of independence and responsibility. By allowing students to lead the discussion, teachers encourage a more student-centered learning environment. Student-led discussions promote active learning by involving students directly in the learning process. This method helps develop important skills such as communication, collaboration, and also critical thinking. It also creates a more engaging classroom environment where students feel more invested in their learning. Now, we are going to be talking about the contribution that these two methods have towards a well-managed classroom environment. Firstly, the direct instruction approach offers several benefits. First, teachers will not be bothered with silly questions. When a teacher provides clear, detailed explanations and instructions, students will have a better understanding of what is expected of them. This will reduce the confusion and minimizes the number of off-topic or redundant questions, allowing the teacher to maintain a smooth and focused classroom flow. For example, when a teacher thoroughly explains a new concept and outlines the steps for completing an assignment, students are less likely to ask unnecessary questions, which helps maintain classroom order and efficiency. Secondly, teachers will not have a long class session. Direct instruction allows educators to cover the necessary material efficiently without any unnecessary delays. This efficiency helps keep the class on schedule and ensures that all planned activities and lessons are completed within the allotted time. For example, by delivering content in a structured manner, the teacher can ensure that a 45-minute lesson covers all key points without dragging on while keeping the students engaged and allowing for a timely transition to other activities. Lastly, students will be more focused towards the teacher. So when the instructions are clear and engaging, students are more likely to pay attention and stay on task. Next is student-led discussion. It is a teaching method that empowers students to take charge of their learning and engage in meaningful dialogue with their peers. This approach offers several benefits that would contribute to a well-managed classroom environment. One key advantage of student-led discussions is that students can gather ideas from different minds. By working collaboratively in groups, students have the opportunity to share their perspectives, insight, and experiences based on a given topic. This diversity of ideas will foster creativity and a deeper understanding of the subject matter. Another benefit is that students will talk about the topic instead of engaging in a chit chat. In a well-structured student-led discussion, students are encouraged to stay on topic and contribute meaningfully to the conversation. This focused discussion promotes active learning as students engage with the material and each other intentionally. For example, when students are tasked with discussing specific aspects of a scientific or an historical event, they are less likely to engage in off-topic conversation, which helps maintain a productive and respectful classroom atmosphere. Lastly, sleepy students will be non-existent during student-led discussions. When students are actively participating in discussions, they are more likely to stay engaged and alert. The interactive nature of student-led discussions stimulates their curiosity and encourages them to actively listen, respond, and contribute to the conversation. In short, both ways of teaching, either when the teacher leads or when the students lead, it helps to keep the classroom run smoothly. When the teacher guides, it keeps things clear and organized. When students lead, it keeps everyone involved and interested. Both ways are important to make sure that everyone learns well. So, that is all from me. I am going to pass the floor to the next presenter, which is Nur Anis Afrina.
Thank you, Elveena. To continue this presentation, let me read the third question first. How does direct instruction and student-led discussion promote student engagement and focus? For direct instruction, which is the teacher-centered technique, promote student engagement and focus on scaffolded learning, active participation, and behavior management. Let's go through one by one. Firstly, scaffolded learning. Lessons are broken down into smaller and manageable steps building on previous knowledge. This scaffolding helps students stay focused as they are not overwhelmed by too much information at once. Second, active participation. Teacher encourage active participation through activities like recitation, practice exercises, and hands-on activity. Engaging students in active learning keeps them mentally involved in the lesson. Third, behavior management. Teachers can manage classroom behavior effectively through direct instruction, maintaining a focused and disciplined learning environment. Good behavior management helps the teacher to minimize the distraction and maximize engagement in the class. By implementing this strategy, direct instruction helps create an engaging and focused learning experience, ensuring that students remain actively involved in their education. Next is student-led discussion, which is student-centered technique promote engagement and focus in several significant ways, which is collaboration and interaction, critical thinking, and developing communication skills. Let me explain on how this approach works. First point, collaboration and interaction. This discussion fosters collaboration and peer interaction. Engaging with classmates in meaningful dialogue helps students stay interested and attentive as they are involved in a social learning process. Second point, critical thinking. Student-led discussion encourage critical thinking and exploration of diverse perspectives. This intellectual challenge keeps students engaged as they analyze questions and discuss various viewpoints among them. Last point is developing communication skill. Leading discussion helps students develop communication and interpersonal skills. The opportunity to express themselves and listen to others foster a deeper level of engagement. By incorporating these elements, student-led discussion create an engaging and focused learning environment that encourage active participation, critical thinking, and meaningful collaboration. Question number 4. How does direct instruction and student-led discussion encourage positive student behavior and reduce disruption? Both direct instruction and student-led discussion can encourage positive student behavior and reduce disruption through various mechanisms. Here, how the elements from each approach contribute to maintaining a productive and orderly classroom environment. First, for direct instruction, the first point is structured environment. A well-structured environment with clear routine and expectation helps students understand what is expected of them, reducing uncertainty and potential disruptive behavior. Second point is clear objective. When students know the goals of the lesson, they are more likely to stay focused on the task, minimizing opportunity for off-task behavior. Third point is pacing and variation. Varying the pace and teaching methods, maintaining student interest and prevent boredom, which can lead to disruptive behavior. Same goes to student-led discussion. The first point is peer support and accountability. Peer accountability encourage students to stay on task and exhibit positive behavior as they do not want to let their peer down. Second, variety and flexibility. The dynamic nature of student-led discussion maintains student interest and reduces boredom, a common cause of disruptive behavior. And the last point is empowerment and confidence. Empowering students and building their confidence fosters a positive classroom environment where students are motivated to behave well and stay focused. By integrating these elements into their teaching strategies, educators can create an engaging and supportive learning environment that encourages positive student behavior and minimize disruption. That's all from me. Now I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Hello, my name is Fadhlin Syahirah binti Zuzaili, and I will present about question number 5, which is consider factors in learning. Here we have few factors, which is the first one is clear instructions. This is important for teachers to give clear instruction with clear voice to make sure that the students understand what the lesson is about. This is because each student they have different learning styles, and one of them is auditory learning, which this auditory learner rely more on their listening skills, which is that's why they really need to hear clearly what the teachers are talking about. Next is student participations. So for students to participate and engage well in the class, they have to have the interest and the positive attitudes towards the learning, which is mostly if the students have interest in learning the subject, they usually will have positive attitudes towards the teachers, towards the environment, towards the other students in the class. While the opposite, if the students do not have interest or have less interest in learning the subject, they may have negative attitudes towards the subject, towards the teacher also. For example, they may come to the class late, they may not focus in class, and these students that do not focus in class may influence other students to not focus in class too. And the third one is sense of purpose. Each student who wants to learn something, they must have the sense of purpose, of why they're learning this subject, of why they're learning this language, for example. They have to have the feeling of motivation, feel motivated to learn this subject. We have two types of motivation, which is the first one is intrinsic motivation and the second one is extrinsic motivation. So what is intrinsic motivation? Comes within ourselves. We learn, for example, we learn English language because we want to, because we feel happy, we feel satisfied when we learn something new. And extrinsic motivation, it comes from external factors. For example, the parents of the students want their child to learn these subjects, and these students feel motivated because the parents promised to them that they would give them a gift, they give them presents if they do well in this subject. So these students feel motivated to learn the subject because of the external factors, which is the parents who promise to give rewards if they do well in the subject. We move to the next slide. Okay, question number 6. Briefly acknowledge any potential challenges associated with classroom management for direct instruction and student-led discussion. So the first one is classroom allocation. This is the teacher's responsibility to determine the place of the classroom, where the class will be held, and when, according to the students' needs in terms of emotional or physical. For example, there are students that have physical disabilities that cannot walk too much or cannot use stairs. So the teachers have to initiate to help the classroom in a lower level so that the students do not have to walk too much and do not have to use the stairs. The next one is knowledgeable. It is important for teachers to be knowledgeable person, as students will refer to their teachers to ask about the lessons. Therefore, it is important for teachers to answer the questions correctly, give the correct information to the students so that the students can comprehend well in the lessons in the learning environment. And the next one is student-led discussions, which the first potential challenges that the students may have is some students they have bad relationships with their peers, with their friends. So this can influence bad environment of learning in the classroom. For example, a teacher may ask this whole class to form a group and have a discussions among them. And if these one students have a bad relationship with other students, they may not communicate well with each other, give opinions and ideas freely because maybe they feel like being judged with each other and whatnot. So this can influence the bad environment for the students to learn. And then the second one is language barriers. For example, in English subject, there are students that prefer or comfortable to use their mother tongue more than the English language. And while having a group discussion, these students may not understand what other students are talking about, what other students are having discussion about, because they cannot really understand or comprehend well because they use the language that they are not comfortable with. Therefore, language barriers may become one of the problems when the students have the discussions among them. I think that's all. I'll pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nurul Afrisya and today I will be talking about the scenario applications based on the video that we provide. Firstly, we can see that the students are busy chatting while the teacher or other students are talking. It can affect other students' attention by drawing them away from the lesson towards the source of the noise. This distraction reduces their ability to absorb and understand the material being presented. And secondly, students are using gadgets during lessons. If they use it for non-educational purposes such as texting, browsing social media, or playing games, this leads to them missing important informations, instructions, and also explanations. And thirdly, the students are playing around with their friends. As we can see in the video, Afrina and Afrisya are playing with the paper, which causes Elveena to be distracted by her friend's playful behavior, diverting her attention away from the lesson and towards the commotion. And fourthly, there is noise disruption. The class, which was held outside the classroom, was exposed to other sounds. So excessive noise makes it hard for students to hear the teacher's instructions, explanations, and discussions, and it also can lead to misunderstandings and misinformation. Next, let's talk about how kindergarten instruction address this situation and restore positive environment. So first, as a teacher, we have to clearly define the rules and goals. For example, we can give an extensive overview of the classroom rules and the consequences for breaking them at the start of the school year. And a teacher needs to remind students of these standards frequently and the reasons behind them by giving students direct instruction. And this will help to create a good learning atmosphere. And other than that, we have to reinforce a positive environment. We can use the direct instruction to highlight and reward students' positive behavior. And we can also praise students who follow the rules and participate constructively. Moreover, with the use of creative approaches, when disruptions occur, teachers can use these approaches to address students' behavior. We can have a one-on-one conversation with the disruptive student to understand the root cause and work together to find a solution. For instance, use the direct instructions to facilitate class discussions about respect, responsibility, and community. And lastly, direct and simple instructions. For example, teacher can give explicit step-by-step instructions for tasks and activities. Hence, to ensure that all students understand what they are supposed to do before they begin. So the conclusion is teachers can develop an effective approach that promotes efficient classroom management by combining the participation and empowerment of student-led discussions with the structure and clarity of direct instructions. This integrated approach can promote students' accountability and active engagement while assisting in the upkeep of order and creating a positive learning environment. So that is all from me and our group. Thank you for listening.
Sorry. Hey, you.
I will sit here. I don't remember at all.
Why you don't remember? The class, remember class.
Waalaikumsalam, teacher.
Good morning. Good morning, students. Have you guys had your breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nice. So today's lessons, are you guys ready for today's lesson? Are you guys ready for today's lesson?
Yes.
Okay, now. So today we are going to learn about simple sentence, okay? Just simple sentence. So it should be simple.
What is simple sentence?
That's what I'm gonna teach you about for today class, okay? Can you guys like take notes or something?
What?
Take
I
notes.
forgot to bring mine, but I remember.
You remember? You
Yes.
should remember.
Yes.
I'll
Record your voice.
I'll
bring my notes.
As long as you guys can focus on my class and can take note what I'm gonna teach you about. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Alright. So simple sentence. What?
Teacher, she's
Yes.
take my notes.
Elveena, ask properly for the paper.
How to ask in simple sentence, teacher?
How to ask in simple sentence? Wow, what a great question. Good question. Okay.
Teacher, how to ask? Maybe you know.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, can you try?
I don't know.
You don't know.
haven't taught us yet.
Yes, that's what.
I'm trying to trick you.
I think you guys already know what simple sentence.
No, no.
Okay, so simple sentence is the simplest way to say it has a subject and also
Okay.
the main verb. Okay? It has what?
Subject and
Main verb.
Subject.
Main verb. So that's the simplest way of learning about simple sentence lah.
Okay.
For example, I give you the simplest example. Elveena sing. Elveena is the subject. Sing is the main verb in the sentence. Okay?
Elveena say.
Yes, great.
Rina sing.
But Rina sing also can. Fisha what? Fisha eat. That's also simple sentence.
Not sing only.
Not sing only. All main verb can be used in simple sentence. Okay? As long as it's simple. It doesn't have any coordinating conjunctions or whatnot. It only has subject and the main verb. Okay? And next, about simple sentence. Afina, what you mean?
A simple aeroplane.
Simple aeroplane. Mashallah. Can you give me an example of simple aeroplane? About aeroplane?
Beautiful aeroplane.
Wow. No, not correct.
I think
That's not
the
correct.
answer is wrong, teacher.
Yes.
So what's the answer?
Why do you
What's
think
the-
it's wrong? Why do you think it's wrong?
Because beautiful is not the subject.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Beautiful is
Adjective.
you. Correct. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh.
You guys are beautiful too. Don't press it.
Sorry,
Okay.
teacher.
So that is the wrong answer actually because beautiful is an adjective, not a subject. Okay, subject is a person. It's a thing like car, like Elveena, like like normal things like teacher and whatnot, students. That is the subject. Okay. There are a few reasons actually why we use simple sentence in our daily life. For example, in a sentence, Paris is a capital city of France. That is actually a simple sentence because it has a subject, it has a main verb, and it's not really complex. It doesn't have too much subordinating conjunctions and whatnot. So it's easy to understand that Paris is the capital city of France. Okay? You guys understand that? Yes. So as you guys already know, briefly about simple sentence. Right now, I want you guys to discuss with each other about simple sentence. One of you give me an example of simple sentence. Okay?
Okay,
Okay. Have a good discussion now. Alright. After you have finished the discussion, and then I will call one representative to present about what you guys have discussed about. Alright, okay?
Okay,
Okay, good. Do your discussion now.
What we're going to do, guys? What is simple sentence?
And if you guys have any questions, you can ask me, okay?
Okay.
Hey, mine.
No, that's mine.
This is your answer?
Yes, this is my answer. I searched for this. What is yours?
And you're not going to Hawaii this summer.
Why did you pick this?
Why I pick this?
Yes.
Because Elveena.
Oh, because it has this one.
Yes. Subject, verb, object.
Where is the subject?
Elveena.
Yes. I'm trying to test you.
Ha.
So bored this topic.
Hey, you have to focus.
When did we going to discuss with our teacher? This taking so
Teacher asked us to
long.
discuss first.
Yes.
Hey, I have a question, teacher.
Yes. What is it?
Is this correct?
What is that?
Goes to
Goes
the
to the
gym.
gym. Or what's the subject in this sentence?
Gym.
No.
It's incorrect.
I think the subject is that. Yes, it's true. The subject in this sentence that goes to the gym. The subject is the
That.
Okay.
Oh, I confused. I thought gym is a name.
No, gym is not a name. Gym is a place where you work out your body. Okay.
Okay.
Then the verb. What is the verb?
Goes.
Goes. Correct. That's the verb. But do you guys know what is the rest of the sentence of to the gym? What's that? What's that?
Simple sentence.
Yes.
To
This is
create
the,
a simple sentence?
Yes, but yes, it's true. This is a simple sentence. It has subject, it has verb. But then to the gym, do you guys know what is fall under?
No.
It's actually subject, verb, complement. To the gym, it's an object to complement the simple sentence.
So it's an object.
Yes, it is an object. Gym is the object. Alright.
So my sentence also have an object.
What's
which
your
is
sentence?
I love my new pet.
I
So the
love
subject
my
is
new
I,
pet.
the
Yes.
verb is love, and pet is the object.
Yeah, that's correct.
So my new is the complement.
Yeah, my new pet. My new pet is the complement of the simple sentence. I love my new pet. Yeah. Michelle, what about yours? What's your example?
Elle and Rina are going to Hawaii.
Elle and Rina are going to Hawaii.
Elle and Rina is the subject. Are going is the verb. Hawaii is the object.
But it's actually incorrect because Elle and Rina, you can divide this sentence into two different sentences. Elle go to Hawaii, Rina go to Hawaii, and then you combine it with conjunction and. So this is not simple sentence. This is complex sentence, which I will teach you next class. Okay?
I'm on the next level.
Oh, you are on the next level.
Yes.
Good job, Fisha.
Thank you, Rina.
Can you guys search for another examples?
Yes.
How about we live in Texas?
We live in Texas. Yes, it's true. It's true. What's the subject? What's the verb?
The subject is we.
Mm-hmm.
The verb is live.
Yes.
Texas is the object.
Yes, it's the complement of the simple sentence.
Oh, I understand. How about you?
Me.
Yes.
What about I like to draw?
I like.
I subject
Yes.
like verb.
Yes.
To draw. To draw
Is that what? SV what?
object.
Object, which is the complement of the
I like to draw.
of the simple sentence. I like to draw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, good. What?
Yay!
Now we all know how to do a simple sentence.
Oh, I
love is the
No, not like
verb.
that. Like this. If this is the subject, this one is the object.
Then you get it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you focus?
Have you guys done with your session?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Can I have one representative to present briefly about what you understand about simple sentence? Who volunteer want to present? What is his behavior?
She not focus just now, teacher.
Then you
Did I not
go.
focus?
No, I'm the one who focus more.
No, she don't focus. I understand. She doesn't
She's
understand.
understanding.
She doesn't understand. Okay, Elveena, what you understand? What you really understand about?
Elveena wants to answer. I understand that simple sentence must have subject, verb, also object,
Yeah.
and can have complement inside the simple sentence. For example, Fad goes to the gym. So Fad is the subject, goes to is the verb, gym is the object. To the gym is the complement for the simple sentence.
Wow, correct answer. Wow, good job, Elveena. Good job, Elveena. Teacher, do you have anything more to add? Or you want to give another example?
Me, I want to give another
Okay,
example.
okay. Teacher,
Yes, sir, you don't want.
How about she goes to school?
she goes to school. Can Dina give me what is the subject? What is the verb in the she goes to school?
She is the subject.
No.
Sure? You sure?
Yeah.
She is the subject.
She goes to school.
Okay. Go on. She is the subject, and then
Goes is a verb. And to school is the object. To school is the complement for the simple sentence.
yeah, it's actually good.
Good job.
I think that's all for today's class. I guess we can go back home, eat and whatnot. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for today. We love you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Let's go home. Let's go home.
I'm hungry. Let's
Let's eat.
Hey, take your.
Hey, give it back. I'm your friend.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.